Hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome back to another game review. Today I'm gonna be reviewing Zombie Army 4 Dead War, and as usual I'm quickly gonna go through the story of this game to tell in short what this game is all about. Then I'm gonna share my own opinions and thoughts about this game, so in case you didn't play it, one big spoiler alert across the screen, and yeah, just click away from this video and come back after you play a game. If you want to, if you don't want to, you don't have to, it's totally okay. But if you really are interested in my opinions and thoughts about this game right now, then stay with me till the end of this video and let's get started. Alright guys, Zombie Army 4 Dead War is a game released in 2020. This is a third-person shooter developed by Rebellion Studios, and this is actually a zombie game in a Sniper Elite universe. This whole thing started back in 2013 when they released the first Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army game, and that same year they released the sequel Nazi Zombie Army 2, and then in 2015 they released Zombie Army Trilogy, which contained the first and second game packed up with the third one as well. And in 2020 they released this one, Zombie Army 4 Dead War. And story of this game continues where third game ended, so this is just a sequel to the trilogy. You play as a character you select, so this game has multiple characters that you can play with, so there is no really main character. And the story goes around that Hitler lost the war and he raised the army of the dead zombies which you destroy in the original trilogy, and now in the fourth game these hell towers has been raised all around the world, and they are again summoning hordes of Nazi zombies, and it's up to you to locate all of these towers and destroy them, and once again save the earth from the doom and the zombie army and all that thing. So yeah, that's the entire story in short. And as you can see, this is a game that obviously is not a story oriented or whatever, so this game is all about gameplay, it's not about story at all. So story is just some shady thing going on in the background that you probably won't even think about while playing this game or whatever. But yeah, it is what it is. Alright, let's talk about gameplay, which is what this game is all about. So if you ever played any of Sniper Elite games, then you know that it's really fun to shoot a sniper rifle with only one reason, and that is slow motion bullet cams. So Sniper Elite has this feature: whenever you land a critical distance shot on your enemy head or some of the vital organs, it will trigger this bullet cam in slow motion that follows the bullet to your target, and then in the X-ray you can see the bullet ripping inside your target, and you can watch all that gore while the bullet rips through the target's brain or lungs or heart or whatever you hit your target. And the same thing was with the Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army Trilogy, and it's the same thing with the Zombie Army 4 Dead War. They still kept that feature because the game is pretty much a Sniper Elite game, so it's really fun again to watch all that slow motion bullet cams and shooting zombies and all that. It's extremely fun, and I love how they allowed the option to customize these bullet cams, so you can totally disable them, which I don't recommend because it's gonna ruin the whole fun for you. And one of the most fun features about this game, actually the most fun feature about this game, and you can set it up like these bullet cams and the frequency, how often you want to see these bullet cams happen. So you can customize that, and you can also customize what type of bullet cam you want to watch. So I really appreciate the customization that they did here. Not only that you can customize the bullet cam, But the Zombie Army 4's main changes is that you can customize your loadout and your character. So there is something called player setup in this game, where you can upgrade your weapons, you can put different skins on your weapons, you can set up your perks, your abilities. Now this game, like the original Zombie Army trilogy, has the co-op system, and this game can be played together with 3 other random people or 3 of your friends. You can finish the entire game with those 3 people, but after you finish that, you might think there's nothing to play, which is wrong. This game also has the horde mode, which is like survival through the different waves of the zombies, and you have to defend your position. And then after 12 waves, you can either decide to leave the area and finish the horde mode, or you can continue surviving with your friends or alone until you die. Now I would recommend playing the campaign alone, and the reason for that is that co-op will ruin the experience of a campaign for you, because when you play the campaign in co-op, it has this scoreboard system that makes players compete who's gonna have more scores, and the players will steal each other kills, and it will just in general ruin the fun for you. So campaign, play it alone. Horde mode, play it with your friends. You can also play it alone, it's pretty fun, but I guess it's more fun to do it with your friends or 3 other random people. However, let's go back to this customizing thing that I wanted to talk about. So they, as you can see, put more focus on arcade-ish style this time, and more focus on that co-op. And you can customize a lot of things in Zombie Army 4 that war. You can customize your weapons, which is in my opinion pretty pointless. The reason why I think it's pointless is because the weapons itself are already strong. Of course, they're stronger when you upgrade them, and it's not that I'm saying that these upgrades are bad or whatever, but I think it's rather unnecessary. I really appreciated the old design more, you know, when you couldn't upgrade your weapons or whatever. The most shittiest part is that most of these weapons that are like better, you have to actually pay a real money for, and they're obtained through the DLCs, just like these skins and other cosmetics for your characters and weapons. It's just fucking pointless. You literally removed some of the weapons that were in the original trilogy and put them in the sequel in Zombie Army 4, but through the DLCs that you actually have to pay the real money for. And that's madness. It's crazy. I see nothing but a developer's greed over there to make money, and I just get really pissed when I see that kind of things in the games. I don't support any type of microtransactions in gaming in general, so I'm not gonna support it here either. And this deserves nothing but a hate. This is just crazy. You literally removed the weapons that were in the original trilogy, and you were like, hey, let's put it here, but you have to pay the money for it. It's stupid. Why did you do that, guys? Don't you make already enough money through the game or whatever? Like, why you gotta do that, guys? Don't do that. Just don't. We don't like that. We gamers, we don't want to pay additionally for that type of crap. We just don't want to. Yeah, I really didn't like these changes that they made and these abilities. I mean, it's not that I hate them completely and that they're completely bad and that this whole upgrade and customized thing is bad. It's not completely bad. It has some good sides, but I didn't really like it, honestly. So you have these abilities and takedowns that you can perform on the zombies. Your character will do a cool animation where he'll kill a zombie and then you'll obtain some health. They also implemented the healing system, which wasn't there in the original trilogy. Healing was automatic, but now you have to heal yourself and collect the first aid, or just perform these takedowns to regenerate your health. Also, you can do these cool abilities with your weapons. Once you kill enough of the zombies, your ability will charge, and then you can perform a cool ability with your weapons. I don't know. I don't really like that whole arcade-ish style this game brought. I really appreciated the more original design that there was in the original trilogy, and that's the only thing that I actually really disliked about this game. I really liked the original trilogy, and it was one of the best games that I've played back in the day, and I like how everything else they kept from the original trilogy, just this arcade-ish elements were unnecessary. That's just my opinion. Everything else is pretty much like it was in the original trilogy. You still have hordes of zombies coming at you through the campaign, and you have to complete different objectives, do different things to get yourself through the level. All that is combined with extremely well done horror atmosphere. Everything is very gory and bloody, and you will encounter all kinds of creatures in this game that you'll have to fight with. All that is very well done and very well wrapped up with some cool old school 80s horror music movie. So if you ever watched some old school 80s zombies movies, you'll recognize that slow tempo music that is playing in the background while the dead are walking towards you and you're just sniping them. The animations on the zombies are very well done. It's almost like they motion capture the real zombies. In general, the zombie models and the models of the enemies are much more terrifying. They look much more scarier. I really liked all of that, and I like how they kept that whole atmosphere. Just I didn't like these new arcade-ish elements and this upgrade system that is unnecessary. Like, honestly, I don't want to customize my character and put skins on my weapons and upgrade them and make him electrified with some mods or whatever. It's unnecessary. I really liked how you could just pick up any gun in the original trilogy and just shoot it, and it's gonna be equally good if you know how to play with it. And that's it. It was simple. They just complicated the things for no reason. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, the game also has the special infected that will pop up through the game, and you'll have to fight them. You have these suiciders, for example. They'll run at you, and if they get close enough, they'll explode and damage you that way. Then you have these heavy gunners that carry the heavy machine gun and shoot you. After you kill them, you can also take these heavy weapons and use them against the zombies. So there's a bunch of different special infected terrifying monsters that you'll encounter through this game, which is good. It adds the nice dynamicity through the gameplay. It's not that you're gonna just kill only normal zombies. It adds a bit more to that already horror-ish atmosphere, and the game without the special infected would be pretty boring. So I really like how they have these special infected monsters and different type of zombies that you have to apply the different tactic to kill them. Each of them has their sensitive spot, and you have to apply a different tactic to kill them. So yeah, watch out for them. Each of them has their ups and downs. Each of them has their special abilities that they can do. Necromancers, for example, can raise the dead, and they're the first one you want to take out before you move on to killing other zombies, because it's pointless to kill other zombies, because every time you kill them, they're gonna raise them from the dead again. So you want to take out the necromancer, for example, first, and that's where a little bit of tactic comes in. But mostly everything is just based on shooting zombies and just surviving through the hordes, and that's pretty much it. I mean, this is what this game is supposed to be, and it's very good at that. It's not boring. It has an interesting atmosphere. The story, like I said, is not interesting because this is not a story-oriented game. You play this game because of gameplay. However, the campaign lasts for nice 10 hours at least, 9 to 10 hours. Each mission is at least an hour long, and there is like 9 of them, Plus, if you obtain the DLCs, you get some other additional missions that you can play. But yeah, everything else is very well done about this game besides these upgrade systems and these arcade-ish mechanics and this DLC content. That's something that I absolutely hate about gaming in general, the microtransactions and DLCs and shit. I think it's unnecessary, and that's probably the only thing that I disliked about this game. And in general, this really was a fun game, just like the trilogy was. However, I like the trilogy more again because it didn't have these arcade-ish mechanics and these upgrade mechanics that are unnecessary and shit. So I really enjoyed trilogy more, definitely. But the Dead War is also not a bad game. I would totally recommend you to play it, especially if you played the original trilogy. It's worth playing, but it could have been better. They just should not implement these new features. The game was better without them, in my opinion. But I guess everything today is trying to be arcade-ish, and they're trying to have RPG elements, and this game also has that. So now all of the weapons have their stats, all of them have different damage that they do, and when you upgrade them they do even more damage. And yeah, you have level system, you level up, and you can't upgrade your weapons until you reach a certain level. That's something I don't like. I don't like how everything today is trying to be a little bit of RPG and all that arcade shit. Like, just give us some old school gameplay without these elements. We don't need that. It's unnecessary, in my opinion. Alright, as usual for the end, let's talk about the graphics and optimization of the game. So the game looks pretty good. It's not that it looks bad or whatever. I would say that it looks actually pretty much the same as Sniper Elite 4 because the game's been done in the same engine and it's been made by the same company. So it's not that the game looks bad or whatever. It looks pretty nice, but it's not too impressive either. It's okay. So whoever has like a mid-range computer, I think he can play this game on all high settings without any problems. However, the game is very well optimized, runs really smoothly. I played it on all ultra maxed out settings on 1080p resolution, and I had around 88 frames, even more actually. So yeah, the game runs really smoothly on my setup, and these are my PC specs. My CPU is Ryzen 7 3700X 3.60 GHz. My GPU is RX 5600 XT 6GB GDDR6, and my RAM memory is Kingston Fury 16GB DDR4. So yeah, these are my PC specs. I would say that they are actually overpowered for this game, which is the reason why I have so many frames. And yeah, in general, nice looking game, runs really smoothly, didn't encounter any glitches or bugs. All of the Sniper Elite games were always nicely optimized, and I never had any troubles with that. So yeah, that's it for this review, guys. If you enjoyed it, then go ahead and leave a like, share, comment, or subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's totally okay. You can also join my Chris Facebook group. Link is down below in the description. I post all kind of stuff over there. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate all of your support and everything you've done for me and my channel so far. You're amazing. I love you, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Chris out.